Cause you're weak. You need a board cause your voice is small. Enough is enough.
Ugliest fit I've seen all day, bro. Ugliest
And
fit.
you're talking why?
It takes a lot of bravery to leave the house, something like that. That's all I'm saying.
Bravery? What's there to be scared of here? It's just a bunch of betas. That was pathetic. Over here trying to stir up some trouble, but you stole. Pathetic. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Keep your hands to yourself. Don't touch it. Pathetic. You're pathetic. You're just pathetic. You are pathetic. You're making yourself look like an idiot. And I hope you realize it. Yeah, because dressing a certain way determines my intelligence. Yeah, good one. Trying to spit on my shit. Absolutely disgusting. Are you like mentally ill? That is disgusting. That is your kind right there. Typical Democratic bullshit.
There is no way that someone who looks like you comes up to another person and say that they're ugly. You really are the one who needs to take your own advice and look in the mirror. And once again, as per usual, they get violent when they can't defend their beliefs.
Are you aware that men only got any rights to vote about a decade before women?
The right to vote was historically withheld from men of color. It was a
It was also withheld from
Listen to
the
me.
general population.
Do not cut me off. I am in the middle of speaking.
I don't care if you're in the middle of speaking. You're in the middle of a debate.
The right
You don't
was-
have your TikTok mute button, sweetheart?
I will not be speaking anymore until you have a conversation with him.
Mute button.
I did not go to school for 4 years and build a platform to be talked to like this. So I will be walking away from the microphone right now. And I would encourage you to get your guest under control. I'm going to take 2 minutes so you can ask him questions if you'd like. And I will be right back.
Because you run the show?
I just won't be back. And we already
I don't give a what do I care? I'm here to have a debate, not listen to your whining. Do you want to have a debate or not?
I'm not going to be talked to like this.
Well,
so.
do you want to just take a little 2-minute breather?
This is feminism? You're the strong woman? You're the strong woman? Really? Who? Strong woman. I will not be talked to. Like what? What did I even say? I will not be talked to like that. Yeah, you will. What are you talking about? It's a debate.
Yeah, that's feminism for you. They're strong and independent women, and then they get challenged, and all of a sudden they need help from everyone.
People, when a person of color tells you that something you said or did was problematic, believe them. They tell you something you said or did was racist, believe them. Don't double down. Don't deny. Don't justify. Thank them for pointing it out to you. If we want to be anti-racist, we have to start by rooting the racism out within ourselves. Thank the person for letting you know, because now you can do better.
He actually makes quite a bit of sense in what he's saying, and so I'm going to say to that, you should stop making videos, because right now I'm a black person and I'm telling you to stop making these stupid videos you're making, because based on your video you said white people should listen to black people, so you should take your own advice and listen to me. Thank you very much.
You ever heard of the gym? You look pregnant.
It's very funny how that turned out. They insulted him, he insulted them back, and then one of them decided to say that they will be violent. interesting. Before we get back into the video, if you guys are enjoying the video, as per usual, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you also hit the bell so that you're notified when a video comes out. Also, if you guys are into gaming, or anyone who's watching this video is into gaming, subscribe to my new YouTube channel, YinkaThatGuy, which will be linked down in the description down below. And this is only for the gamers, so if you're not interested in gaming, you do not have to subscribe. But let us get back into the video.
So, like, when I was a guy, I always had to work out.
When you were a guy, I don't know what makes you think you're not a guy, but hey, if you want to live in that delusional world.
I just fucking interviewed at Little Caesars. And I was so anxious for that interview. Guess what that interview was? We walked outside onto the sidewalk, and she asked me for my name, my phone number, and what hours I could work. And then when I said Monday through Friday, she said, what about weekends? I said, no, I can't do weekends. She said, we're really busy on weekends. And I was like, sorry, I can't do it. And she said, we're going to need flexibility. And I said, okay, I'm flexible. I can do weekends sometimes. Then she said, now, if I schedule you, if you request days off weeks in advance and then I schedule you on that day, what are you going to do? I'm not fucking coming in. If I request days off and then you schedule me, I'm not coming in.
I don't know what kind of entitlement some people have in this generation where you think you're going to be the one who's going to determine when you're going to come into work or not come into work. If it's the case that you want to be poor and continuously complain about people who actually have money, you can go ahead and do that, but that's your fault. And we can clearly see just by looking at you that you don't have very good life habits already, so I don't think this is something you're going to be good at doing anyway. You clearly make bad decisions in your life.
Let's normalize neopronouns. Today's neopronouns are rots. Did you hear my friend Process just started a band? Yeah, Rot plays guitar. Nobody even knew until like a month ago. Rot got Rot's first guitar from Rot's dad like 10 years ago, but never told anybody about it. And then last month, Rot started putting out flyers looking for a singer and a drummer. Oh, you saw those? Yeah, those were Rot's. Yeah, I guess Rot didn't want to play by Rot's self anymore. Oh, you want to join? Yeah, I bet Rot would totally let you join. Yeah, I don't think Rot has a bass player yet. Yeah, let me give you Rot's number.
Let's normalize not listen to people who look like this.
If you ever wonder what it's like to be a woman, here's a really good example for you. I left my debit and credit cards at home, so I only have cash, but I need to fill in my gas tank in order to get home. So if I use cash, that means I gotta go into the gas station and ask the dude, hey, can you put 30 bucks or whatever onto this gas pump? So I passed, there's 2 gas stations on this street. The first one I was about to turn in, and then I was like, ugh, no, the guy there always hits on me every single time I go inside. I'll go to the next one. And then the second I drove past the entrance to that first one, I was like, wait a second, the guy at this one also hits on me every single time I go into the store. So basically, I just can't win either way. I just can't go anywhere without being hit on by men or treated like shit by men. So yeah, fun stuff. I love it.
I'm a woman, and people talk to me because they find me attractive. People are struggling in other countries, and they can't even find food to eat. But I'm so privileged, I'm gonna make a video about how I get approached by people because they find me attractive. Really?
The way he talks down to people, and especially black women, that's racist? Just saying, like, he talks down to black women, oh my gosh. It's like he was treating her like his slave. It was really awful, I thought. You think he was treating her like his slave? That's how it felt to me. But again, I'm just clearly to other, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Why don't we ask somebody, why are you're not white, right?
I was born in Mexico, I'm a Latino.
Okay, so you're an immigrant. Explain to her and I, why in the world is a brown person supporting Donald Trump?
You know what? Because he stands for freedom. First of all, he's exposing everything that's going on with our country. That's one thing. And he loves this country. I have never seen any president since I've been here in the United States that shows the love for this country and the people, which is more important.
Okay, she says that he's racist, and she doesn't understand. She thinks it's embarrassing that brown and black people are out here and women are out here supporting this president. I mean...
So what has he done that's racist?
Well, do you want to...
I mean, everything he does is racist.
What's just one, though? You said something that he said.
And on birtherism, which is so profoundly racist right there. I mean, anybody who denies it's so hard. It's very hard for me with that thing. It was so close to me.
Okay.
But anybody who tried to call Obama not a citizen because of birtherism is just flatly racist. It's objectively racist.
I mean, isn't it fair to question if somebody was actually born here? Because you're not allowed to run if you're not born here.
It wasn't just questioning. I mean, it was a conspiracy theory and a lie based on rank racism.
Yeah, so if it's a lie, then why does it matter?
Full-page ad trying to execute the Central Park 5. He is so racist. He makes racism. I just can't even believe anybody doesn't. Like, it's so mind-blowing to me when people are like, I just don't get it.
Why would a racist permanently fund HBCUs and minority institutions?
Con man.
Why would...
You're very biased and you're clearly looking for an answer.
But why would a racist do that?
Oh, honey.
Why would he permanently fund HBCUs? You're very biased as well, but that's the amazing thing about America is that we can have differing opinions and have a conversation.
You don't want to hear my answer.
I do. That's why I walked up to you. Don't walk away. I think it's very brave of you out here. There's thousands of people out here, and you're the only one with a different opinion. That takes a lot of bravery.
There's lots of other people with different opinions.
Okay, but I want to know why you feel it's like so important to be out here. You haven't given me an actual
48-year-old republic is dying.
You haven't given me proof though. Like if I'm obviously not white. Tell me why I shouldn't support this man.
I can't answer a question. You're going to keep talking over me.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
He is violating our laws. He is violating our Constitution. He is a felon, and he is a fascist. And everything he is doing, he is...
Yeah, these people never have proof for anything they're talking about. They just continue to regurgitate absolute nonsense, and then they come out protesting, wasting their time, and showing us why they don't actually have any jobs. And then they'll complain that they don't have any jobs, but this is how they spend their life.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Hey guys, take two. I fucked up a kneecap. I'm going down this motherfucker. I can't run though, so. Ow! Ow! Ah! Ah!
What is she doing?
There is no way she just recorded this video. She hasn't even moved and she's struggling to breathe as if she's ran 2 kilometers. It's very funny how the ABCD community talk about looking more like an actual woman than actual women, which is very interesting because these are the same people who say that women don't have a specific way they look, but then will say that you look more like a woman. Doesn't make sense? No, but this is how stupid people think.
Even so, to this day, when the skies suddenly darken and the storm builds up in the west, and I smell the rain on the wind and hear the first growl of thunder, I grow uneasy and start looking for brooms. I've been getting a lot of requests to do book readings for you. I genuinely have a lot of difficulties reading, so I don't know how much of a good idea this is. Nonetheless, I would like to invite you to join me on Instagram on Thursday evening from around 8:30, where we can indulge in a little bit of Cider with Rosie by Laurie Lee together and discover together.
Yeah, keep this guy away from your kids if you want anything good in life to happen to you.
No one will ever be able to convince me that this genetic mutated group of humans are born with a soul. The white humans who are exceptional, I'm pretty sure they have something in their DNA. And yes, I know a lot of good white humans, but most of them have something a little sprinkled down the line from generations ago. USA is proof that the genetic mutated group of humans are not born with a soul. This country could be literally what we advertise it to be if white humans were good people and had souls. But it looks like they don't, because this country is perpetually in shit because of white humans. White humans make it stagnant. White humans keep it mediocre. White humans commit the most atrocities in this country, yet white humans don't hold other white humans accountable. And that's why I say you will never ever be able to convince me that white humans are born with a soul. They were not born with a soul.
Yeah, I'm not listening to anything you have to say about anything. I just know that you should not be talking about people being genetically mutated when you record yourself that close. And we know why you're recording yourself that close.
What are you taking videos for? Of our car?
Of your car?
Yeah. Just wondering why.
I'm getting all of them.
I know, but why?
I don't usually explain what I'm doing while I'm working. Yeah. Why do you have your cell phone on your lap?
Do you have a permit to be here?
Do you have a permit to drive with while on your cell phone?
I'm listening to directions, but that's not your business.
Neither is this. I love it. There we go. I think we figured something out together.
Okay, well, enjoy your time.
Yep, you too. Welcome to the Mind Your Own Business Club. What happened?
What are you guys filming?
Oh, just taking video of all this, everyone coming in, license plates and stuff.
Stop. Are you? Oh, is
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm doing a video about vehicle code violations coming into the. So like you're missing a front plate. So yeah.
Are you kidding?
No, you know it's
well, I don't consent to have this.
You don't need to consent when you're out in public. You don't really believe that, do you?
Oh wow.
Not in public. You have a good day, ma'am.
Yeah, people who get so concerned about others taking videos around in public just make no sense to me. It's very funny how he called you out for having your phone on your lap and then you decided to drive away because you knew he had it recorded that you had your phone in your lap. Your daughter looked like she was about to cry by the end of this interaction, which was kind of funny.
If you don't have money, we're not dating you.
Arsenal aren't a bad team. Arsenal are low-key
I think men should be taxed extra for podcast equipment, just like women are taxed for essential health thingamajigs.
Chelsea, if they were in the Champions League right now, they would win it.
My hot take is all men should pay on the first date.
If Bruno Fernandes played for a better team, he would be in a Ballon d'Or contender.
Money can buy happiness.
And in fact is the most important thing in our lives because we buy clothes 24/7.
Yeah, Nike Tech fleeces are overrated. Anyone who doesn't eat their vegetables is a male.
People should talk to strangers more.
The best toppings on pizza are pineapple and mushroom. Magnificent.
Hockey isn't a private school sport.
I don't think girl code should be a thing. If you want to date your ex's man, just get her permission and then it's okay.
I think situationships are just an excuse for people who don't want to commit to relationships. They don't want to be loyal. They want to have other people on the go.
I think everyone is musical, whether they think so or not.
Me and Chloe Galley are dating, but no one knows yet.
It's very funny how one-sided this video was. One side was talking all about men and the other side was just talking about sports. I've been hearing from feminists for a long time that they don't revolve their lives around men, yet in this video I saw something completely different.
The audacity to wear, the tightest, least coverage supplying pair of booty shorts that you are physically capable of squeezing around your body without causing tissue death in your lower extremities. Ass crack looking like the Mariana Trench, no crevice left to the imagination. Coochie lips not only visible, but resembling an octopus's mouth, opening and closing, as you do RDLs facing the rest of the population, giving a free, non-consensual anatomy lesson, not only for the rest of the gym, but for social media. And then to turn around and say, but don't sexualize me, though. 3 sets of honesty till failure. 1 inch less of fabric and we would actually have to call the police to remove you from public. And I'm weird for noticing that you're pushing the boundaries. And again, nobody cares if you do it, but we're judging you for looking like just basically 3 different colors of naked. You're a nude Klondike bar. You're not being sexualized. You're being as sexual as possible without it becoming a legal problem.
I'm a transgender woman and I am here to be visible. Who are you?
My name is Amber. I'm a feminist rising. How did you know that you were transgender?
I mean, how do you know that you're alive? I mean, some of it is obviously there's messages from society that there's a certain message, a certain way of being trans, and then I didn't think that I was that version of trans, and then one day I realized that I am trans because there is a more expansive definition of trans. Once I added that up, it made sense, and I came out exactly 7 years ago.
What is gender affirming care for those who are ignorant watching and don't really know.
Can I say something just to be a little bit...
This is a free speech channel.
I mean, yeah, of course. So Elon Musk getting his hair done is gender affirming care. Anything that makes you feel good with your gender is gender affirming care. Every person who gets a boob job, whichever gender they are, if that's what makes them feel good in their gender, it's gender affirming care. It happens to be that the majority of people who get that are not even trans, but people don't think about that. So anybody who needs that should deserve it. And also healthcare should be free for everybody.
Healthcare should be free for everybody?
Yes.
Who's going to pay for that?
Whoever pays for everything else that society pays.
Us, right? The taxpayers.
Exactly. Sometimes you don't even have to know their gender to talk to somebody. I don't know what your gender is, and I'm happy talking to you.
We shouldn't say like sir or ma'am. I heard some other people say we just shouldn't say those.
I mean, I think it's better off without it.
What do you think my gender is?
I don't know. You tell me, what is your gender?
Yeah, I'm a woman.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm happy to be part of that. Happy to change into everything.
Yes, happy. Oh no, that's okay. Yeah, I appreciate it.
That's all right.
Oh, trust me, you are very, very, very visible.
Sorry. I've been electrocuted. And here we have on the daily news today, a woman has been struck by lightning, and that woman is me.
I'm really not surprised that this guy has the same laugh as the Joker.
So as a Native American, when I first came to San Francisco, I coded myself very Native American. I was always wearing dentillium. I was always, in some way looking like a Native. I always had my hair braided. But over time, I realized how much people wanted to kind of parade you around like a princess, like put on the dentillium and go speak Wailaki for us. And so I started to reject this, and that's part of the reason why I cut my hair, because culturally, Wailaki were never braid wearers. I've been told that we used to put our hair in twists, but until I learned about mudding the hair, I didn't know about how on earth you would twist hair that is this straight. This is spider silk. So I started to code myself a lot more white because I don't like to be paraded around like a princess. I'm not your princess.
Look here, we get it. You want to somehow identify with minorities as much as possible so that you can claim yourself to be a victim, but you are as white as they come.